Now, we know what the product is, we know what the objectives is or are, 35 to 40 million, right? We train our salespeople, they know the position of value. We now know the numbers, the amount of units we need to sell, what the average order size is that we're going to aim for, right? Now, let's look back into our territory. So I want to be able to give you a quick example, right? So a territory can be defined in so many ways, right? It can be a country, a state, a county, right? A city. So let's talk about the state of Illinois, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to split Illinois into four different sections, right? And so let's say, for example, in the Northwest region, we sold 20 million and then the second region 30 million, right? And then the Southwest 15, the Southeast 15 million, right? So this gets us into our $35 million last year. So what we're going to do is we're going to look in this territory based on what we have to sell, the 15% increase from 35 to 40, and begin to distribute that quota among the four regions. So another one distribution could look like this, right, for the new year, right? So what would happen is one region would go from 2 to 2.5, the other region 3 to 3.5, and then both of the southern region would go from 15 to 17, right? That's going to get us to our $40 million. Another option that you may actually want to consider, and I've done this before, is that I started cutting up the region because we actually need more account coverages. So another option is instead of having four regions, four territories within Illinois, for example, now we're going to have six territories. Now, what this is going to allow you to do, it's going to be able, if you can add two more people into your sales force, for example, is because they can actually focus more into accounts. You're going to have more account coverages, right? Account coverage is important because if you're not selling to your customers and you're not maximizing the sales within a customer, that may mean that we don't have enough people, right? Because we have to follow up with them. So again, now that you know what the numbers are, now that you know what the distribution is, what you have to sell, right? You need to start looking at something else. Should you redistribute the quota? The $5 million difference among the four territories, or should you add more people so that you can get more account coverage and actually cut up the territories, and so instead of four regions, create six regions so you have more reps. It's up to you what you want to be able to do. The decision that I made was to actually chop it up into smaller territories. I would rather have six or eight account managers rather than four, two, or one. Okay. So by having more people, we can serve our customers a lot better. So learn about the territories. Now, I'll tell you guys one thing, for example, I know a lot of companies that don't even have a salesperson. They have the owner of the company that does the sales for them. And guess what? If you're the owner of a company and you're also doing the sales part of your organization, you're cutting up your time in a variety of different, projects. And so you're not going to be able to concentrate how to run your company. You're not going to be able to concentrate on the sales part because your time is divided among those two things. And, as small businesses, for example, there's a lot of things that you end up being. You're a jack of all trades. So the truth is this, is that if you really want to create a successful company, you must create a sales force. You must create a sales team. And the more that you can cover, the faster that you can cover them, the more profits your company will have. Always understand that in your company, your profits, your income for your company is based in relation and related to actually your sales and your marketing and your branding strategies for your company. So what money you put in your sales and marketing, that's the 100% of that. Those results are your profits and the income of the company. So let's move on to the next video because, and I hope that if you need to, right, before moving on to the next video and you just want to rewatch this video, go ahead and do that all over again because I want you guys to be able to put all the information that we're sharing with you guys in this series into work for your company.